The main pillars on the UiPath, obviously the starting will be the UiPath Studio, where it will be the starting point for anyone who wants to get some hands-on experience on UiPath. They can start working on UiPath Studio. Picking on that, they can start implementing their robots by installing the automations that they have built. So UiPath robots will be the next one. And to orchestrate all these things, the UiPath orchestrator will be the middle layer where it can do these things. So I have a small example, like whenever a couple of my friends wants to learn about UiPath, I always point them towards the academy tutorials and ask them to kickstart some of their own automations on the UiPath Academy. So just building some small email automations or some drag and drop to activities, the pre-built activities given by UiPath. So that is a great starting point, and I consider UiPath Studio, UiPath Robots, and UiPath Orchestrator are the pillars which has built UiPath in an enormous scale. UiPath previously used to rely on so many external computer vision activities coming from Google OCR or Microsoft OCR and all these things. But in the recent days, the computer vision models that have been trained by UiPath, let's just take an example of the doc path and the com paths that have been recently introduced in the AI Summit. Those have been enormously evolved. So I consider UiPath is in the forefront of giving competition for many of the computer vision algorithms, and they have their pre-trained models which are ready to extract and the information from so many types of documentation and so many types of emails. I see a lot of focus UiPath is giving to the AI space, and which is catching up and is very amazing to see. Absolutely, starting with the document understanding, where we have experience working with multiple clients on building document understanding projects, starting from extracting the information from their various invoice documents or manifest documents or any email templates or anything. So starting from document understanding, we get the revised communications of how many types of documents has to be informed, and we train the data and extract the information and prepare the model ready to implement these kind of document understanding models. And I heavily use UiPath document understanding, and the recent advancements that UiPath is bringing using this generative extractor and generative classifiers and generative labeling things are very useful for the developers. That is a great question. So I'll just give an example of the recent cloud transformation that we did at one of our clients. So we have been working with a client in a real estate space. Previously, until for 3 to 4 years, they were on the on-premise environment, where they used to have so many downtimes because of their IT servers down and so many other aspects of the backups not being properly taken up and all these things. So when we introduced the UiPath Cloud to them, they were so much excited to move on because they can reduce and cut down all their downtime expenses and keep their processes running seamlessly. It has been a very smooth transition that UiPath providing all these solution templates where they can move from on-premise to cloud. And the reason that is very important for moving to cloud is whenever UiPath releases any latest updates, the first thing that gets these creations, all these things all over the UiPath is the cloud environment. So anyone who wants to, who has been a client for UiPaths for so many years, they always want to get the latest technologies that have been introduced by UiPath. So they always wanted to ensure that they are on the cloud. And we also make sure that all the updates are properly set up, and whenever UiPath releases any latest products, we also test them in our normal cycle, and then we provide them, okay, this is the right update, so you can easily move them to your current automations, and it has been very seamless integration with cloud. absolutely the communication mining, because it has been integrated with the channels or the email communications or chatbots or chat interfaces that the company or the organization uses. So you can directly get your expertise on that, because whenever there is a fraud, like let's take an example of a bank fraud detection. So whenever there is a bank fraud detection that has happened on a chat interface based on your customer, when your customer experience is chatting that, so it can easily track those fraudulent transactions or fraudulent requests that are being made through the chat interface, and it can easily trigger the next set of iterations of automations when whatever the hands-on experience that needs to be taken care of. So I think communications mining is one of the latest and the best AI future that I wanted to keep more eyes on. You know, UiPath has already pre-trained models of more than 70 machine learning models, which will be a very added advantage working seamlessly with Copilot, Microsoft Copilot. So I think there is a very beneficial advantage of using both on side by side, where you can get the hands-on expertise of integrating within the Microsoft team, because many of the clients that are in the Microsoft space, so they can leverage these Microsoft teams communicating with the UiPath bots within this Copilot integration, and they can work hands-on seamlessly. So I will circle back to this my AGI talk. So the artificial general intelligence is the one which is being a hot cake and a hot topic to many AI companies these days. So I think we are coming very closer to that, and many companies wants to achieve that as soon as possible, like OpenAI, Microsoft, Google, and UiPath is also on the forefront, because the example of the recent product called as Clipboard AI, which has won the Times Innovation Award, that is not a normal feat to achieve. So it has been very seamless taking these kind of things and giving hope to the future developers or anyone who wants to learn about AI, will bring a lot of confidence, and slowly we will definitely achieve there. The AGI is coming.